Hey there, everyone. It's Cookies here. I've got Relay with turn 40. You can kind of see what happened there. Sorry to spoil that, but let's go ahead and jump into it. So it looks like we found out the reason why Arco wasn't defending any of his lands from TNG and Airmore, and it's because he really wants to kill my armies, like preferentially, which is his prerogative. Sucks for me because I'm not going to be able to even get a little bit more of a toehold on land or vulture at all. Just how it be sometimes. So let's go ahead and see how the battle goes. We got our mages, we got our guys, but there's just way too many sacred troops, considering my sacreds can't even walk out on land. So we get a few of our water elementals using our new water lenses. And you can see they just deleted probably like a hundred soldiers. That was maybe another 100. They're just ripping through my troops. So we're getting a few kills. The water elementals in particular trade pretty well. There's just not enough for this. I was kind of wondering if I should just go back in the water and wait for Alt 7 to get mass protection, or if I should have just walked off that fort and gone to the throne and bumped with TNG or something. But clearly the answer was literally do anything else but try to take even an ounce of land from Arco. So we kill 36 sacreds. Meanwhile, TNG gets a free province. Pinging a throne. Airmore gets a free province. And TNG gets a free cap. So that's how, I guess that's just how it's going to be. And then I get a bad event, which is, I guess, okay. I don't know. He's got battle fright now, so he's just going to run back home. I've still got the 2 Mind Lords here protecting the little fort I'm putting up. Arco killed my army there. And yeah. Alright, so let's kind of take stock of the situation. I don't think I've covered the globals in a while, but Airmore's got Eyes of God, and TNG has Eternal Pyre. But I don't think you need Eyes of God to realize that Arco has just evacuated this whole area and given it to TNG. And they've evacuated this whole area and given it to Airmore. They've focused all their sacreds back home because, god damn it, we're just not going to let Relay vulture a little bit from my dying nation. So I guess he blames me for him dying, but realistically it was expanding so fast into Rus and then attacking Femoria that started the coalition that Airmore started. All I did was continue fighting, so I don't know why he necessarily blames me when the whole time he could have just negotiated a reasonable border between the 2 thrones. So there's always 3 provinces between these 2 thrones. Generally, it's somewhat rude to take all 3. So Arco insisted on all 3. I was able to get deals with my other neighbors for just a little bit. So I signed naps with them, so Arco was pretty much the only one I could attack besides TNG. So chose the person who is mean, and now I guess they're being more mean because they blame me for losing their game, when realistically they expanded too quickly and got coalitioned. But I guess that's just how they want to do things. They just want to sit in their cap and blame me for everything. So that's cool. TNG's got an Eternal Pyre. In terms of the thrones, now that TNG has the whole row, they have access to 6 thrones. Now to get them all, they're going to have to take a couple of them from Airmore. And there's a couple with Indies that Femoria might get one. So it's not an immediate danger, but it's definitely a clear and present danger. And then Airmore has these two. This is the Throne of Destiny, the 3-point throne, which now I don't have an army to go after with. But yeah, so we have these 4 thrones. Airmore is getting these 2. TNG has this one. And then there's 2 up here, of which Airmore has another one. So Airmore is about to have 3 thrones. I'm going to send my Aboleth home. Then probably Yeeted and Arco, because I need to trigger Twiceborn, and this has a like an S5 mage in it. And Arco's killed all my other stuff, so you can kill this guy too. Let's see. And yeah, I think that's it. So Airmore's got 6 thrones they border, but because of the Throne of Destiny, if they get that, they only need 5. So if they can get these 5, so to speak, which means they just need to bully me and push Femoria out of a couple of provinces, then Airmore wins the game. So it's definitely got the potential to be a short game. I don't know, people seem to be content to just help the bigger players and do a little bit of king making, but it's what it is. And still kind of coping over my army getting killed. In terms of this, it was about 10-1, so not great considering I had to trade a mage for like as part of that 10-1 ratio. So it was like 3 of his for every mage of mine, and then like 10 of my guys total for every one of his. So terrible trade, lost a ton of gold. But gold's a renewable resource, so we're back to hiring. And then I think I'll try to cobble something together and maybe try and take this throne. I'm not feeling super confident though. And I'm definitely going to give up on trying to vulture any of this, so I guess TNG and Airmore can have it. And Arco can have his king making day in the sun. So nifty. And yeah. And so while I let the other players decide which among them is going to win, I'm going to go back down and finish Alt 7. And then I'm going to race down to Enchantment 9. Because I don't want to race down to Alt 9 and just do like 2 bushes and be done. I don't know. It'd be more fun to run down to Arcane Nexus. And if the game ends before then that's just how it's going to be. I don't think I have nearly enough combat power. I've lost way too many mages and troops to be able to realistically stop any sort of throne rush. Like, maybe I could have threatened this. If I owned this fort, I could have threatened this. If I still had an army. And that would have been like a pretty good negotiating tool with TNG. But I think Airmore is going to be the bigger threat because of the Throne of Destiny. And we'll just have to see how that goes. So, kind of a disappointing turn, but I guess yet another game where someone gets salty and eats all of their stuff into me. It's, I think, 3 for 4 games. So I guess I just inspire that in people, and I'll go ahead and see you in the next one in turn 41.